Coming up on today's Disney Roundup, former CEO Bob Iger is rumored to return to the Walt Disney Company in 2022 and reclaim his former role. Disney announces a reopening date for the final Walt Disney World resort, and select individual Lightning Lane attractions are now included with Genie Plus. I have all that and more for you coming up right here on the DRU.
To infinity and beyond!
You ain't never had a friend like me.
Hey everyone, Jeff here, and welcome to the Disney Roundup, where I bring you up to date with all the latest Disney and Disney Parks news each and every single week. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. Starting with company news this week, although he's set to depart the company come the end of 2021 and just sent out a farewell letter to fellow co-workers and cast members, it is rumored now that Bob Iger could return to the Walt Disney Company in 2022 and reclaim his former role. In a report from CNBC, an anonymous Disney executive has told them that they believe that Bob Iger will return in 2022 and reclaim his former role as CEO for the company. The executive also reported to CNBC that there are internal wagers on Iger's return. Iger first announced that he would be stepping away from the company back in early 2020, which is also when he turned the role of CEO over to Bob Chapek. As Chapek isn't well accepted by most, if not all Disney fans, I'm sure Iger's return would be well welcomed here. Following that report, it just so happened though that CNBC put out a video with Iger discussing his plans and what he sees himself doing when he exits the company come the end of this year. Iger mentions he'll be doing some selective investing, he plans to write another book, some speaking, and that he just plans to start with a blank canvas and be more imaginative with his time. Of course, a while back as well, it was said that Iger was considering running for president, and recently it was reported that Iger could be the new owner of the Phoenix Suns NBA team. Iger does say while he will be sad leaving, he has no remorse, second guessing, or anxiety on leaving. When speaking on current CEO Bob Chapek, Iger says he's going to handle certain issues differently than he would have, and when speaking on Disney Plus, Iger says that the platform needs more content for people to watch, but he does say that Bob Chapek is aware and working on that. Now this year, Iger had just turned 70, but had considered leaving the company back in 2015, so with that in consideration and him looking into the future with a blank canvas as he calls it, I personally don't see him returning to the company or as CEO if he would choose to do so. I do believe though we'll be hearing some news in 2022 on what Iger's future plans entail. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned though, and I'll keep you posted if Bob Iger's time with the Walt Disney Company will continue. Now into parks news, last week at Magic Kingdom Park, a fire was reported in the nearby area of Cinderella Castle. Late one night last week, guests at the Magic Kingdom may have been a little alarmed when they saw multiple emergency vehicles headed up Main Street, USA, as then there was a reported fire being in the park. After making their way up Main Street, the vehicles parked on the bridge that leads into Liberty Square and in the nearby area. Per Blog Mickey, it said it was reported by guests that smoke was billowing nearby the Cinderella Castle area, so that's why the emergency vehicles were called. Disney did put out a statement later following the call saying that there was a small fire in Magic Kingdom. The fire was quickly extinguished by fire extinguishers. No one was hurt. Per Scott Gustin on Twitter, he believes the fire happened near a mulched area near the castle's moats. It's currently still being investigated, but the cause of the fire is said to be due to an electrical junction box outside of the castle. For a limited time this holiday season, some individual Lightning Lane attractions at Walt Disney World will be included with Genie Plus. Starting as of this week up until January 3rd, 2022, Walt Disney World has included the following individual Lightning Lane attractions, which will be included in the purchase of Genie Plus. Attractions include Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom, Frozen Ever After at Epcot, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at Hollywood Studios, and Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom. Genie Plus at Walt Disney World still remains at $15 a person per day and allows you to make lightning lanes for a majority of the park's attractions with that fee. However, even with including these as now part of Genie Plus, I'm not sure if it's still even worth the cost, given that Christmas and New Year's are some of the busiest times at Walt Disney World. If you can take into consideration a majority of guests purchasing Genie Plus, it may not be worth it in the end. Let me know in the comments though if you would purchase Genie Plus if you were visiting Walt Disney World around the holidays. Disney's Typhoon Lagoon water park has still not reopened since the COVID-19 closures. However, it is now rumored to reopen now sometime as early as January 2022. Now showing on the Walt Disney World website, Blizzard Beach has no posted operating hours started January 2nd of 2022. It's believed that the hours haven't been posted as the park will soon be closing for its yearly annual refurbishment. Per WDW News Today and Blog Mickey, they believe once Blizzard Beach closes, Typhoon Lagoon could potentially reopen and as early as January 2nd, still leaving one water park open if guests choose to attend. Disney has currently not mentioned anything on the reopening of Typhoon Lagoon, as it still currently states on the website that it is still closed at this time. Make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned though, and I'll keep you posted on the reopening of Typhoon Lagoon. Now on Outside the Parks news, following the announcement made earlier this month that parking trams would be returning to Walt Disney World in this month, the Magic Kingdom parking tram has now officially back in service. Spotted this past Sunday by WDW News Today, the Magic Kingdom parking tram has returned, offering guests the option to ride to the Transportation and Ticket Center if they choose not to walk. As for now, Magic Kingdom is the only park currently offering transportation to and from the TTC. Disney did announce though that parking trams for the other parks would be returning at some point in 2022. For the first time in almost 2 years, all Walt Disney World resorts will be open at the same time, as Disney has just announced a reopening date for All Star Sports. Disney just recently announced that All Star Sports is set to reopen March 31st, 2022. All Star Sports reopening will make it the first time all of Walt Disney World's resorts will be open since March of 2022. Booking to stay at All Star Sports begins today, December 22nd, 2021. Alright everyone, well that's all you for this week's episode of the Disney Roundup. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button for me and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. That's all you for this week. And until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.